It's the Game of the MTGO Show.
No theft cards here. A lot of the theft cards are in blue, though. Are there any in red? I like that Fable card. Yeah, usually blue-black. Blue-black is the theft color combination, because you get, like, the blue-black ninja that when it hits, you get to steal 2 cards. And then, like, Animate Dead can steal cards out of the graveyard, and you get, like, Treachery in blue. I'm gonna take Thoughtseize. Steal some information, steal some thoughts. I mean, the card name does refer to theft, right? Thoughtseize. You're seizing. This is probably the only time y'all are ever going to see me make this pick. Because I fucking love Shieldred, and I don't get it enough, and Thoughtseize into Shieldred is, like, the dream. But Atali is, like, the theftiest fucking dinosaur you ever saw, You think Morbid Stuff is their best album? Easy start to finish listen. Cool. Thanks for the tip. Atali is the theft of all time. Yeah. I know, like, clone stuff, reanimate stuff also leads us to thievery. I'm gonna grab C here. Brutality is, like, a fine discard outlet and stuff, but there's plenty of discard outlets, right? And those are replaceable. Good mana is not. I'm gonna Shinobi over Treachery. Treachery steals a card. Shinobi steals everything. Gotta have the sea for the pirates to travel. Love that reasoning. Treachery could indeed wheel, yeah. I don't think it was like a super blue heavy pack, but maybe. When judging like the likelihood of a card wheeling, usually I look at like how many other cards are in that color in the pack, and that's a good indicator. If there's only one blue card, then the blue mage is like, yep, that's my one card, you know? Whether they want to play it or not. Crab, we got Crab. All right, this is officially the theftiest deck of all time. Look at this. Look at this run of critters. Show and Tell's not very thefty, but it does get me an Italia to play. I guess I grab it. Scholar, well, hold on. Scholar kind of steals a card. All right, I'll grab it. Is this a new King Gizzard track? It says 7,300 views and it was uploaded May 13th. Today's May 13th. Less interested in this ninja. Ghost Vacuum sort of steals. I'm just going to keep on grabbing. Fixing. I want the land, but Dark Ritual, Imagine going like turn 1, 1-drop, turn 2, Dark Ritual, Shinobi hit you. Just the filthiest, right? We're doing rock climbing challenges this month. The goal is to climb a mile, and today you hit 2,100 feet. Jesus. Yeah, that is a lot harder than it sounds, so truly impressive stuff. I have a rough time hiking if there's a bit of an incline. A little Mox Jet action. Don't hate that. Don't hate that. Looks like everything is lining up Millhouse. You got out of bed all by yourself this morning? Nice. Yeah, I woke up. Got a giant roast out of the freezer to cook for lunch. Realized it was gonna have to slow cook for like 2.5 hours. Was like, all right, put it back. Made a Thai style stir fry using leftover chicken. I don't see anything super thefty here. Recurring Nightmare fits though. It fits what we're doing. I guess Inquisition's a little thefty. Stealing cards. Oh, bad even more so. Just every single Every single one of these things. That means you too, Grief. I might regret passing that recurring nightmare, huh? Yeah, then after lunch, we went for a drive. I practiced driving a bit. I kind of want to have my license before the wedding. So I can help out. Help out with that. Felt good, though. Felt, like, confident on the road. Mostly you gotta practice parallel parking, because there's a few spots in Wisconsin that test for that. Every state's a little different. Well, Brazen Borrower has theft in the fucking name, petty theft. Correct, I do not have a driver's license. So Fractured Identity is like one of the best theft cards. But if I get to, I mean, if we're not splashing for it, if we're taking Voidwalker, because Voidwalker also steals things, then all of a sudden our mana gets like so much better. Way better for thieving stuff. Did I add peanut butter to the stir fry? No, we had some diced peanuts handy, so I sprinkled those in. Absolutely polymorphic. Yeah, I got my learners last year, and we were doing like pretty good. Getting me like used to the car and stuff like semi-regularly, but then we had like a really busy period and just like didn't for a while. So I'm glad my first day back was good. I think like another week or two. I'm gonna schedule that test, schedule that thing. Give it the old college trial. I wonder if there's a waiting period if you fail. Oh, apparently in Wisconsin, the waiting period depends. You have to wait a minimum of 1 day. If you failed by 10 points or less, you have to wait a week. If you failed by more than 10 points, you have to wait 2 weeks. That's not bad at all. That kind of makes me want to take it sooner rather than later. So Siren is like exactly the sort of card I was thinking of when I was talking about like Dark Ritualing out Fallen Shinobi. It's not theft in and of itself, though, and it's very likely to wheel. So I'm just going to grab the One Ring. Going to steal that shit from Golem. A little death to reanimate our Crab, reanimate our Atali. So Tree Name's the best way to get a Shinobi hit in. Overlord helps you find the theft things. We have so many theft things. And then Strix would be another evasive creature for Shinobi that also cantrips. Kind of a juice pack, huh? Kind of no wrong answers, I think. Daze steals some tempo. Kind of like the Mutt as a discard outlet. We don't actually have a ton of discard outlets for our top end. Speaking of the devil. So Corpse Dance would work well here, but there are some nice theft cards in the pack. What do we think? Between Mind Twist or Skydiver? I think I'm gonna go with Skydiver. We have a lot of like hand theft already. And this like gives you an actual permanent. Yeah, it's got Thieving in the name. Hard to say no, huh? You saw Dance with the Dead when they came to Vancouver. Great show live. I enjoyed them a lot live, too. For a while, they came out and, like, just blasted their synths, like, messed around with their synths. And that was sweet. And then they pulled out guitars and just started shredding. They were touring with Magic Sword, which is a pretty good pairing. Like, Magic Sword also uses, like, live instrumentals. They're a little slow-paced for me. Good band, though. If I could get a Pro Tour card with my face, what would I want the card to be? I've thought about that. I've actually answered that question. My question has not changed over the years. I would like it to be a 2 and a red, 2/1 flash goblin. And when it comes into play, it rebs. Or maybe a 1 and a red, 1/1. If I can swing that. Maybe make it a goblin wizard. Yeah. How do I feel about this coalition relic? I think I dig it. Like, it lets me cast the Atali. Relic of Sauron could do that too. You think it could be a 2 and a 1? 2 and 1 for 1 in the red? Feels a little push to me. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. I actually want more black than that. This is 8 blue. We can go down to 7 blue. Alright, let's steal some shit. Let's steal some trash. Let's eat the trash. And then shit it and give it to somebody and then steal that shit. Hey, Squid Squad, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 66 months. Seems bad for me, huh? Took the Legion Extruder over the Bone Crusher here. Reasoning being the Legion Extruder helps juice up the Academy. So I think that this might help slow them down a little bit. I shall steal your card a second time. Is this the first bat I've ever deathed? I don't know. That's something I track. Show me what you got. Oh, fair enough. Cool. Yeah, I've been the crab, but next turn I was planning on Metamorphosis again back. Just to get the crab and a 4/4. Who can say no to that value? Seems like a Revoker matchup to me, huh? Steal their ability to use a card. Count the thefts? A little hard when there's like pseudo thefting going on. Like, does Thoughtseize count as a theft? We have done it for this stip before. Kind of like stealing 3 cards. So this is a little weird because it does give them back Ancestor Recall. But I would do this. I have a need for Zombie Ninja. We got a Ghost Vacuum and a Mountain. Regrets. Yeah, you know, things, stuff. Sometimes you break into a house and all they have is a jar of mayo in the fridge. Yeah. Yeah. I think I was supposed to save the Skydiver for Saga tokens, but then they sacked those to the Extruder. Could steal the Extruder. Johnny Walker Blue and Mountain Dew. Oh man, that was such a awesome combination. Seeing chat erupt was very worth it. Mountain Blue, I think we called it. Pilk is a horror. So Pilk, the issue that I had with Pilk is that I didn't get regular Pepsi. Pilk is just Pepsi and milk, right? The big issue was I didn't get regular Pepsi. I got like pineapple Pepsi. There was a special, and that was a whole new level of atrocious. That was not a beverage that should have been consumed by human beings. I think they're gonna activate Block Shinobi and then sack ping my Skydiver. Yeah, exactly. P-Pilk. A little worried about whatever's under that Shelldock Isle. Oh, they didn't sack. They didn't use their bombardment. Interesting. All right, next turn we can crab, and my god, is that going to be good? Jackal Blast? Yeah, that stuff was not good. They still sell that stuff. Has crab ever been bad? Yes. In response, I shall consult my map. All right, the crab demon keeps continuing barreling towards you. Headliner Scarlet, that's a real card. Some good theft in him. Almost like half of my shit is their shit. So sacking Ghost Vacuum's really good 6 damage here. Put him to 3. Mighty tempting indeed. Just eating it, huh? Just taking it. Release the ghosts! Possum is supposed to like Siren into turn 2 Voidwalker. This album does slap, yeah. I own a couple of theirs on vinyl, and this is one of them. I don't spin it very often because I listen to them on stream so much. Huh. Pretty rare you look at a hand and it's like, oh, all of those kill my bat. Every ruddy, every goddamn card. I think this relic's gonna be good though. Get that Chandra out of there. A little annoying for me to deal with. Win a Toxic Grief. That's not bad. Use their mana efficiently. Let's see. Do you take the Dracosaur or the Headliner Scarlet? I think the Dracosaur is like a higher issue if you don't answer, but they might just whiff on the land. When you take the Scarlet, you might just like have more turns of them doing nothing. I'm gonna gamble. Gambling! Damn. Well, I really wish I'd taken the Dracosaur. I might have hit it off Crab. I mean, leaving another hand, I might have hit it off Crab too. Actually, hold on. Can I keep the relic? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, the Bitter Triumph is the last card in hand. We're for sure answering the dragon. Oh, but do we want to answer the dragon? There's a trumpeting Carnosaur there, and that's so tempting. It could find you anything in the universe. We want to loot before we attack, in case we find Ninja. Or like Busto. Yeah, when you sit there and hit, like, when we saw their hand, it was just like all mono removal spells. It's like, okay, well, that's definitely going to answer my things. However, it's not going to answer this relic, and we can just fucking grind it out. Basically a little Planeswalker hum. Yeah, relic did carry him for sure. That's basically what that blue-white artifact does. Only it costs 1 to activate instead of 3. Yeah, Shorkheim. Man, I should have just let them attack, Cut down the Karizev. That's getting a loot in? Wild. There's so much removal. I thought the Malcolm was dead for sure. They've got some very hard cards for us to answer, so we're going to hold on to this Bitter Triumph and let Karizev get way too much fucking damage in. Is basically how that's going to work. Oh, sure. That's why they couldn't kill it. All right. The tapped Blood Crypt talked me into it. I think they're just flooding to Bejeebus over there. That's what I think. They could have Toxic in hand. Forgot about that one. So attacking this thing clears us in 2 shots. We're only at 14. And it's a goddamn 7/6 trampler. So this is a little weird, but I think I'm going to bounce it. Steal a bit of tempo. And then I'll rip crab and maybe steal it. Could just play full price for Metamorph, but this way I get to tap the Relic, which means that if I rip a Tali, I can hardcast it, right? But it's got some options, huh? I mean, the Dinosaur by itself has options. They can cast it or bin it for 3 damage. And there's a Faithless Looting, and who knows what other cards are in their hand at this point. I think if they had Toxic, they would slam it for 4 here. So I don't think they have that one. Okay. Interesting. Hey, thanks, you drunk daddy. I'm a mana short of playing this crab. Fuck him. Kind of looks like... Did I just get to win? They have 3 on board, put me to 10. And then it's a 6-drop that would sack for 8. Okay. Not lethal by itself, but there's a lot of Cascaders they could hit. Headliner Scarlet, that's just lethal. Man, 1 fucking mana hum. Because you can sack the Relic, and that brings you up to 6, but in the merge, it cost is 1 more. Close little game. I just wanted to see what the crab would have gotten. Good game, though. Yeah, interesting little game. Hand seems playable. This is the second round, right? Yeah. Game 3, round 2. Why does crab cost more to emerge than normal cost? They probably didn't want you to be able to, like, mana rock into it on turn 3. That might have been a little too good and consistent in EDH. You want me to do some VTubing as part of the 365? No. That's not quite the vibe here. If I was gonna VTube, I wouldn't do it as like a bear or a or some other kind of animal. I think the most successful VTubers become anime girls with big heave and tatas, and then change their voice to be like super high pitched, and then they say cute things like they're in an anime. I'm being reductive, but that has been my extremely limited impression of the genre. I have not been impressed. Do all that without the voice filter. It would definitely be funnier without the voice filter. How many subs to VTube? More than you got. Well, bummer. Kind of an anticlimactic game 3. We didn't really do anything. Broccoli Rob's such a good name. Looks like they mulled a 5 on the play. Not a lot of cards. Binning and Oliphant. I'm guessing they're only doing that so they can kill the Voidwalker. Yeah, fair enough. Interesting. Damn. Well, at least they'll just be making 1/1s. Because we can hit them and gain life here. I mean, Shinobiing somebody with a sneak attack in their deck could be appealing. This song is by Dick Haiju, yeah. Ninja. 2 lands. 2 lands off the top. Okay. Sure. If they rip a tracks off the top, I swear to God. What's the day counter for? It's to count the days, Steve. Yeah, Spell Pierce and a Coalition Relic come. Oh, now I can put the Spell Pierce on the stack? I'll pass on that particular theft. Yeah, next turn we're going to reanimate Crab. Steal another card. Because they have Flash, it's possible I'm supposed to be leading on Thoughtseize instead of Bad. Yeah, the Barry sax is incredible in this band. Morphine. They have a lot of bangers. Moody sax, rock blues. Sure. Oh, I should have kept the grief. I kind of forgot that Dark Slick was going to come untapped. I was like, it'll be my 4th mana source. It's going to be tapped. But hardcasting grief is way better than Inquisitioning here. Right? It's not close. Not a close thing. Silly meme. I think my mind was counting a Mox Jet as a land there. Opponents over there like, okay. Hate that for me. I think they're going to Twister, and I'm going to lose everything. That's what I think. I do prefer Twistering first pre-combat. Because they draw Ninja. You know the sax player and he's a super cool dude. For Morphine? Oh, that is awesome. Love that. Oh, they're just straight up black in the mana, huh? More theft, more things. Suppose. Hey, Xerox Zero, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 14 months there. Hope you're having a great evening, too. Hell yeah. That was some nice thefting. That was not bad thefting. In my opinion.